Have you ever heard just one sentence, one line from a stranger that stayed with you for years? This story starts on a subway, but it ends somewhere much stranger. We use true stories like this to teach real English, the kind people actually use. If you're tired of textbooks and want something that feels like real life, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. It was a Tuesday evening, around 6 p.m. I had just finished work and was heading home on the subway. Nothing unusual. Just another crowded train full of people staring at their phones, avoiding eye contact. The kind of tired silence that only a city at rush hour can create. I got on the train at 53rd Street. I was listening to music, holding a cup of coffee, and thinking about what to cook for dinner. I remember standing near the far end of the car, where there's usually more room. That day it felt strangely empty in that section, but I didn't think much of it. 2 stops later, a man stepped into the train. Tall, maybe in his 40s. Black coat, no bag. He didn't look around like most people do when they enter. He walked straight in my direction. At first, I thought maybe he was going to ask for directions or money. But as he passed me, he stopped for just a second, leaned slightly toward me and said, "You shouldn't be here." That's all. No emotion. No smile. Just that sentence, calm, quiet, serious. Then he walked away and stood by the door. I pulled out my earbuds. "What?" I asked, but he didn't respond. He didn't even look back at me. I stood there, frozen. I looked around, trying to make sense of what just happened. Was I in a part of a train I wasn't supposed to be in? Was there some kind of danger? I glanced at the signs. Nothing unusual. Everything looked normal. But my body didn't feel normal anymore. I could feel my heart beating faster. When the next station came, I stepped off the train. I waited for the next one. I couldn't explain why. I just knew I didn't want to stay on that train. The man didn't get off. I never saw him again. 4 weeks afterward, I kept thinking about that sentence. Maybe he mistook me for someone else. Maybe he was unstable. Maybe he was just messing with me. But it didn't feel random. It felt like something important, like a warning. It's strange how one sentence from one stranger on one random evening can stay with you. Even now, sometimes when I'm about to enter a place I'm unsure about, a new job, a new room, even a new relationship, I hear those words again. You shouldn't be here. And I wonder, am I exactly where I need to be, or am I walking into something I don't yet understand? Let's take a quick look at some real English you can learn from this story. You shouldn't be here equals a soft warning, a red flag, or even a threat. It depends on tone. Rush hour equals the busiest travel time, usually morning or evening. Frozen equals unable to move because of fear or confusion. Didn't feel random equals felt meaningful, felt like it had purpose. So many phrases in English aren't just about words, they're about feelings. And the best way to remember them is through real stories. What about you? Has a stranger ever said something to you that stuck in your mind for a long time? Tell us in the comments. We read every one. If you like this story and you want more real English that stays with you, subscribe to the channel. This isn't just about learning English. It's about understanding people. And sometimes the strangest people say the things we remember forever. End of story.